Being strong became your default. You're the one others rely on, steady, competent, always showing up. But over time, that strength turned into something else, a mask, a habit, a way of surviving. To be strong, you had to set parts of yourself aside. Maybe it was your frustration, your needs, your opinions, or your sensitivity. Not because you didn't feel them, but because you believed it wasn't safe or acceptable to show them. You learned to adapt, to minimize discomfort, to avoid conflict, and it worked, at least on the outside. But inside, something started to feel off, disconnected, unseen. The truth is, the strongest parts of you aren't gone, they're just hidden, and hiding them has a cost. This conversation is about exploring why that happened and what needs to change for those parts to come forward again, not for performance, but for wholeness.
In this video, I'm going to help you do exactly what we did in the previous one, from writing the script, creating the visuals, to adding the voiceover, how to turn those images into a video that flows naturally and keeps people engaged, and how to bring everything together into a complete final product, explained in a way that's easy to follow, even if you're just getting started. And I just want to say, it's actually really easy to create, and anyone can do it if they've got the right tutorial. If at any point during the process you have questions or need extra support, don't hesitate to join the community. I truly believe you'll find a ton of value in what we're building together. Now let me show you an example of a highly successful channel that you've probably never even heard of. Take a look at this channel, Hochelaga. They've uploaded just 66 videos, yet they've pulled in a massive 918,000 subscribers and over 79 million views. And if we calculate the RPM at just $3 per 1,000 views, that adds up to around $230,870 in revenue. Pretty impressive, right? Alright, let's jump into the first part of the video, writing the script. Open up ChatGPT and get ready to use the exact prompt I'm about to share to create high-impact scripts for both the philosophy and storytelling niches. First, I want to generate a list of potential topics, so I use this prompt. Generate emotionally resonant, psychologically, philosophy, storytelling, rich, and spiritually nuanced content topics that align with long-form transformational storytelling. Each topic should be introspective, universal, yet personal, and suitable for exploring inner conflict, emotional healing, and depth psychology. While ChatGPT is generating the results, I simultaneously review the list and grab the topics that stand out to me the most. In this case, I'll pick topic number 10, becoming the answer to your own prayer. Besides that, ChatGPT also provided detailed themes and areas this topic explores. You can quickly skim through them to get a deeper sense of where the content can go. Next, I need to generate an engaging script. And trust me, you can use this exact same prompt, and it'll work like a charm. Here's the prompt. Create a script for long-form introspective content that blends emotional intelligence, spiritual growth, and boundary setting. The tone should be poetic yet grounded, ideal for transformational monologues, exploring themes like burnout, self-abandonment, people-pleasing, emotional withdrawal, and personal rebirth through solitude. For now, all you need to do is wait a little bit while ChatGPT finishes generating the full script. Once that's done, I'll copy the script and paste it into ElevenLabs to generate the voiceover. At this stage, you don't need to use the entire script. Just grab the introduction or hook section and test it first. I paste it into ElevenLabs' main text-to-speech screen. As you can see, I'm selecting the Callum voice. To make the delivery slightly more engaging, I turn the speed up a bit to 1.04. I keep stability and similarity at the default settings, and I slightly increase the style exaggeration from 0% to 5%. Once everything is set, I click Generate. And now, let's review the voiceover together.
There comes a moment, not loud, not angry, but devastating in its silence, when the soul whispers, "I can't do this anymore." Not because life is too hard, not because you're too weak, but because you have wandered so far from yourself that even your reflection flinches from the weight of your performance.
I think it sounds pretty good, but to take it up a notch, I'll use Audacity to trim the silent parts. I've already shown how to do this in a previous video, so in this one, I'll go through it quickly. Feel free to pause if you need more details on each step. After trimming the audio, all I need to do is press Ctrl plus Shift plus E to export it to a local folder. It's fast. And now we can move on to the next part, where I'll show you how I use ChatGPT to create the images. To create the images, I first need a set of prompts. So I start by building template prompts for generating images. Then I paste those into ChatGPT to get the final image prompts. In the video, I'll show you a quick demo of a few example prompts and some of the images I've generated using them. Of course, I'm not generating each image manually one by one. That would take forever. Instead, I've created a Python script, and now I've even built a make.com automation workflow that allows me to generate images in bulk. Once the images are generated, they're automatically uploaded to Google Drive, and I can manage all of them easily in a dedicated Google Drive folder. It's super fast and saves me a massive amount of time. Next, I'll select a few standout images and use them to create a video with Kling AI 2.1. The process is super simple. I just import the images and let it generate the video automatically. No prompts needed. I only use custom prompts if the results aren't quite what I'm looking for. But as you can see, all of these videos were generated without any prompts. And most of them are already high quality and perfectly aligned with the philosophy and storytelling theme I'm working on. With Kling AI 2.1, the video generation process is much smoother and more reliable. Yes, it's a paid tool, but honestly, it's absolutely worth it. Alright, finally, I'm going to show you exactly how I combine everything into a complete polished video using CapCut. In this part of the video, I'll walk you through some more advanced editing techniques that can help you speed things up and work more efficiently in CapCut. First, I divide my editing timeline into 3 main layers. One for captions, one for video and image footage, and one for the voiceover I generated earlier using ElevenLabs. For the captions, I use CapCut's auto-generate caption feature to save time. I set the font style to CC Bubble and choose the smallest available size, which is 5. For the animation, I use Fade In. It's one of my go-to effects. It's simple, clean, and gives the video a more professional look. Next, when working with images, like the one you're seeing right now, after dragging them from the import section to the timeline, CapCut sets the default duration to 5 seconds. But I usually only show each image for 2 to 3 seconds, so I change the default to 3 seconds and save that setting. When I drag another image in, you'll see the duration is now shorter. Now, here's something important. Images generated through ChatGPT never fit a 16:9 screen perfectly. They come out in a 3:2 ratio. So, I zoom the image to 119% to make it fit. I recommend memorizing this number so you can just type it directly into the setting box, instead of manually dragging to scale, which can cause inconsistency across your video. To add a subtle zoom-in effect, I create a keyframe at the start of the image, then another one toward the end. At that second keyframe, I increase the scale by 5%, setting it to 124% for a 2-second image. If your image is 4 seconds long, you can go with 128% or 129%. It works just as well. Hopefully, that makes sense. To apply the same effect to another image, I don't repeat all the steps. I just duplicate the image, then drag a new image over the copy to replace it, and it will automatically carry over the same animation and settings. Super easy. You can apply this same trick to videos as well. When editing videos, aside from the usual zoom in and zoom out with keyframes, I sometimes add sliding effects, slide up, slide down, and even combine it with zooming if needed. You can see an example here. All you need to do is set a keyframe at the start and end of the video clip, then adjust both the position and scale, and you'll get that smooth, dynamic movement. For transitions between scenes, I use the mix transition. Instead of keeping the default 0.5 seconds, I change it to 0.7, then click Apply All below, which instantly applies the transition to every cut across the entire video. It saves a ton of time and keeps everything looking cohesive. From here, it's just about fine-tuning, adjusting the effects, matching the image and video lengths to fit your voiceover timing, and making sure everything flows naturally. That's what gives your final video that polished, high-effort feeling viewers appreciate. The more you practice this process, the faster and smoother your editing will become. Over time, you'll be able to apply everything effortlessly and cut down your production time significantly, all while still delivering high-quality, emotionally resonant videos that really connect with your audience. And that's it. You've just seen my full process from start to finish. If you want to go even deeper and accelerate your growth, don't forget to join the community, where you'll get full access to all my courses, templates, and automation workflows to help you learn faster and build smarter. I hope this helped you see how simple and powerful it can be to create meaningful, high-quality content, even as a solo creator. The tools are here. The process is real. Now it's just about practice, refinement, and showing up consistently. If this video brought you value, feel free to leave a comment or share your own process. I always love hearing how others are building with intention. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.